All right, welcome to AI Uncoded. I'm David Rice, and I'm building my AI consulting business from zero to $10 million a year. This show is all about cutting through all the hype and fluff to give you real practical ways to use AI in business and life. Whether you're a founder, operator, or just curious about what AI can actually do for you, I've got you covered. Let's make AI make sense, and more importantly, make an impact. All right, so let's talk about why most people are getting average results from ChatGPT and how to level up your prompts to get expert level output. The secret? You need to give ChatGPT a role, not just a task. For example, I'll write a sample prompt here. So we'll start with something simple, something that may pertain to, jobs that are out there, especially in the experience that I'm familiar with, which is supply chain logistics. So I'll start with write me an email to a client explaining our late delivery. So this is something you might see in the logistics world, as you might see, a client may be complaining, or you need to give them a response about a late delivery. So let's see what they come back with for this. All right. So you can see apologies for the delay in delivery. I mean, pretty decent, right? I mean, not too bad. It's pretty formal, but pretty standard. A little bit robotic, if anything. It does cover everything you want, but I think we can do better than this. So instead of using a very big prompt like this, this is something very basic. I would say try something like this. So we're gonna do something like act as a senior logistics manager with 20 years of experience managing clients' relationships in supply chain. All right, so you're starting there, and then write a clear and empathetic, because that's always important when you're talking to people, right? Email explaining a delayed shipment and proposing a next step to rebuild trust. All right, so there you go. So that's a lot different of a prompt rather than this basic one. All right, so we can look at this. It's rather standard, robotic, and then we can see the major difference here. Personally address the delay in your recent shipment. Sincerely apologize. The delay was due to blah blah blah. We've taken steps. There's an impact. I fully recognize the impact this delay has on your business. As an immediate next step, I propose the following: expedited shipping, open communication, compensation. I value the trust you placed in us, dedicated to rebuilding it. So, it gave a lot of great pointers from this specific prompt rather than my original prompt. In much more detail, which is what we're looking for. So, huge difference. So to explain a little bit further, now you've told the AI who it is you want them to be, a logistics manager. It knows 20 years of experience, what the context is, which is a client relationship in a late shipment, and then what you want. So specific, emotionally intelligent email. And more or less, this is what is a huge component of prompt engineering. And in specific, when it comes to prompt engineering, this is called role prompting. And it makes your output much more accurate, relevant, and helpful. So like I said, here's a quick structure to follow, and you can kind of read it here, right? Is a role, acting as a blank, and then number 2 would be experience, with blank X years of experience in an industry or topic. Number 3 is a context, so you're helping with blank problem, and then the task, write, analysis, create, or explain. So if I were to write this down, role, experience, context, and task. So that's really the bread and butter and the magic behind this role prompting, and it gives you much better results. ChatGPT or any other AI platform you might use. So this is what I would recommend. You can use this method in marketing. So for example, act as a brand strategist. Operations, for example, act as a Six Sigma consultant, for example. And finance, for example, act as a forensic accountant. And then, put in a amount of years, to strive to make your prompt and ChatGPT or whatever MLM you're using, make their prompt much, much better. So when you're doing this for a client, in my case, for Lucidway, it instantly upgrades your output, making you look like a pro. So next time you're using ChatGPT, don't just ask. Assign it a role. All right, so if you found this helpful, subscribe and follow along as I grow Lucidway from the ground up. I'll be sharing real tools, real use cases, and real results. No fluff, just what works. AI isn't just the future, it's your advantage right now. Let's build smarter together.